Okay, I made it back, y'all. Thanks for tuning back in. Listen, what I wanted to do is find out what do ordinary people do? What do they do different to achieve extraordinary results in their lives? And I wanted to kind of know what I could do to change some things in my life. So I started to just research different things. This is one of the things that I've had for, my goodness, since 2008. This is a collector's edition of U.S. News, and it's got secrets of the super rich and wealthy and successful, and what or some of the traits and similarities. I like to just kind of gauge this on. I use this to gauge my progress in life, because I try to kind of understand what these people are doing, and kind of follow in their footsteps. I found that, number one, they kind of operate outside the box. They don't necessarily kind of believe in the status quo as much, and they don't, the first similarity is they all seem to feel that perseverance beats education. And if you look at the different college dropouts like Bill Gates, Paul Allen, Oracle's Larry Ellison, Apple Steve Jobs, all these guys, they didn't get the formal education, but these guys made it to the top of their game and some, right? So perseverance is more important than the education, because a lot of times I speak to people today that go to school and don't really know what they really want to do, but they're in school, so they don't know what to look for. So I mean, it's confusing because of the education system. Well, first of all, back in 1901 or something like that, 1904, I believe it was 1904, the education system was taken over and replaced with the General Education Board, right? Which meant they were dictating what was being taught in school, and the main lessons were how to be a good employee. That's pretty much what the different schools are teaching kids or teaching people in college. Unless you're going for a specialized sort of industry, be a doctor, a lawyer, accountant, or something like that, you don't have a lot of times people don't know what they're going for. And if you're not going for something like that, you're competing with everybody else, and there ain't enough out there for. Because see, jobs have changed, haven't they? So anyway, perseverance. You gotta persevere. All right. The second thing they have in common is they tend to make their own luck. And Oprah actually says luck is preparation meeting a moment of opportunity. And how are you preparing? How do we prepare? Do we sit around watching TV and expect things to just fall in our lap? Or do we prepare by looking at what's really going on in the world, really studying some things that educate us about things past the stuff on TV, So making your own luck, you just need to know what information to look for. And they know that very, very well, right? Know your market intimately. Now, that was a good one. Most of them, most successful people have a following. They have people who will buy what they say. Oprah Winfrey say it, and everybody's gonna buy it, right? I found that most successful people market. They don't sell; they market. Right? They simply market, just like the media markets. Everything is marketed to. So, but the smart, successful people, they know who to go after. I've been in situations learning this marketing thing where I was marketing all wrong. I was going around passing out flyers to everybody randomly. Now, most of the people I was passing flyers out to could care less about what I was talking about, but that's what I was learning. I was learning how to market, right? So you got to know your market and who you're going to market to. Focus obsessively and work, work, work. Work. You work real hard anyway, but are you working really smart, really efficient? Are you learning how to automate what you're doing so it keeps working for you over and over and over? If you work to build something that continues to produce for you is the things that they do, and you have to know your business from down to the paper clips they even mention in here. So that's really important. And timing is everything. How do you these people have timing in common, and how do you know when is the right time to invest, know when is the right time to make this move or that move? Well, you find out from people who study those things, and you find out what they've got to say for them, and you act when they say act. Paul Zane Pilsner is one of, I guess, America's leading economists. He's a doctorate in just like, I don't know what his degrees are in, but this guy's just a genius. He's been advised on different presidential administrations, including the Clinton administration. So, I mean, the guy kind of knows what he's talking about. I'll take his word for what he's saying. But anyway, that's how you find out about that's how you find out about timing. Listen to people like Paul Zane Pilsner, and find out where the market is going. Wherever it is going, you need to be in front of it, because that's what these people do very, very effectively. They get in front of growing trends. They're ordinary people, but the trend will move them to stratosphere, Martha Stewart's of the world, those type of people. And the last thing they talked about is it's not just or even mostly about the money. Most of these people are philanthropists. They got enough money. They're not still after money just to have money, because they can't spend what they've got. So it's not about that. It's to make a difference. And so you got to have a compassion. You have to have a reason besides yourself. It's got to be bigger than you in order for it to be successful. And I hear that from everybody. It's got to be bigger than you. If it's all about you, it's not gonna necessarily come out the way you want. So you got to put yourself aside. Put your greed aside, because we all get into it originally for the money, but eventually you want to. If you think about it, if you had all the money like some of these successful people here, then what are you going to do? I mean, you can't just. You've done everything probably, so you wanna do something to try to contribute. And those are some of the traits that I've noticed that these are the most successful people on the planet Earth today. That's what they do. And by the way, there's other older similar stories. Napoleon Hill wrote about Think and Grow Rich, and he interviewed people in that area. They had some of the same traits, or maybe not all of them, but most of them they have. So listen, I just wanted to dump that in on you, and hopefully that'll give you something to digest over the weekend. Listen, have a great weekend, and hopefully you won't get caught up in a tackling like I've been. But anyway, take care, y'all. Bye bye.